Let me put your socks on. That boy got all these damn people just to lose. Da. Da, da, da. Da, da. Da, da. Tell them be talking to Riley like that.
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it, here's Cook. And all the way down to the 26.
Yeah, booger, baby.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's caught, Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
What?
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On first down, Eason eluding the pressure right.
Yes.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the ground, Cook. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, get excited, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. 49, check 49, check 49. Smoke, smoke. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, check, 59. Time to go, night, night. Mike, check. 59, 59. Watch the slant.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let him know. Mike, check, 59. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 50. Go. I'm coming.
From the 44, Haskins. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 59's Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Mike, check, 59. I got him. Check 59, Mike is 59.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Slam.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Eason. Open here, Adam Thielen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Check three. Wide, get wide. Hey, Mike 20.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm coming after you. Go. Slam. Mike, check. 59. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59.
Third down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From midfield now, Haskins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On second down, a run with Breida. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. On third down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Eason flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, check, 59.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Come off the ball. Check 26, check 26. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
To throw on second down, Eason taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference. Meet it head on.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
You got X3. You 218, chop it.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
He's checking. Crash. Hatchet.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check nickel.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Watch out.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
80 weapons. Mike 20. Bring it.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Now it's Breida. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call here and do something some other time?" But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, I was talking to Tiffany the whole match, bro.
So a victory.
That's why you hear me talking when I cut it off.
And you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like almost like you say baseball.
Now.
And the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing,
the
right?
Same, I think, like 95.
I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Oh, yeah. You thought you was gone.
So for the Redskins, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Because Swole ahead of me.
Look, is that the worst that can happen? No.
Yeah, Swole ahead of me because I had a couple games I didn't get no pick. I get like 1 pick and he would get like 4 or 5. Linebacker, he be baiting him. He be baiting computer. All you gotta do it. It's simple, bro. Make it like the niggas open, then just jump it. Hey, that nigga got 5 picks. Dang! All I needed was 1 more. I could have broke the single game record. I think that nigga had 5. I think it's 6. Yeah, I think the record's 6. I mean, I think if I would have got 6, it would have been a record.
The hair stuff? I don't know. I was gonna go on my way to